Welcome to Abilene Christian University. We are so excited to have you here today with our Department of Kinesiology and Nutrition to share with you virtually this excellent program we have here at ACU, actually many programs that we have here at ACU with us. I hope you'll ask questions, put them in the chat bar, and later text them in. We are excited to get to know you better here in this virtual space on campus. So I want to introduce to you Dr. Libby McCurley. She is our Associate Chair and Director. And then we also have Bethany Brady, who's the Director of Didactic Program and Dietetics with us here today. We're so glad to have them in the studio to share with you about their programs and tell you more about learning about nutrition and kinesiology here at ACU. So Dr. McCurley, I'm just going to ask you first if you will just kind of talk about your majors and programs here at the university.
Okay, sure. In the side of kinesiology, we have 6 different degree tracks that students can choose from. The first of those are kind of our pre-professional degree tracks. We have pre-occupational therapy and pre-physical therapy. Both of those are helping to prepare students for pursuing graduate degrees in those programs. We also have a sport and recreation management major or degree track, and students that are going into that degree track are going to work in various fields related to sports, so maybe as a camp manager, maybe as a camp minister, or even as management or business within different sports teams. We also have a health promotion degree track, and people pursuing health promotion are likely going to be in the fitness industry. So maybe they want to manage a fitness facility, or maybe they want to open their own personal training business. So health promotion majors would lead to those careers. We also have a generalist degree, kinesiology generalist degree, and that one is kind of catches a lot of people, but our primary intent with that degree track is for students who want to go on and pursue either a master's in kinesiology and maybe teach in that field, or students who want to go on to med school. We've had students that do kinesiology generalist that go on and are accepted to med school, to PA school, or maybe to chiropractic school. And then finally, we have a Master's of Athletic Training program. And with that program, it is a 3-2 program, meaning that in 5 years, you can walk away with your master's degree. And we're going to show just a brief video telling more about that program.
We are a 2-year entry-level or professional master's degree in athletic training. Undergrads that we get into the program usually have a kinesiology or an exercise science degree, and then they know they want to go into the field of athletic training. And in order to do so, you have to complete a master's program. Ours is a nationally accredited program, so that means that when our students leave, they'll be able to sit for their national board of certification exam, so they'll be able to practice anywhere in the nation. A ton of employers will tell you that one of the issues with new graduates, so new athletic trainers in the field, is that they know everything in the book, but they don't know how to do it because they've never done that. Now, we've taken the ankles, we've taken care of the wounds, we know how to do all that, but when it comes down to the administration part of athletic training, so giving an injury report to a coach, that might not be the easiest person to approach. They've never actually done that. We get to take an injury report. Each student is paired with one coach, and they go and they sit down and they run through all the players on it, their injuries, how long they're going to be out, and the coach has been trained to ask some legitimately hard questions that then our student has to go and answer. Our students get to enjoy our Division I athletics program in that they spend every day in the clinic. So they're getting hands-on experiences every day in our clinic with our athletes, with our coaches, with our doctors, with our athletic trainers, and with our other administrators. And what that helps them do is transition to practice. When they leave this place, all this experiential learning and all this hands-on learning that they've had over the past 2 years helps them be a better athletic trainer the first day they're on their job.
As as you can see, we have a lot to offer in the areas of kinesiology, but nutrition is also, we know, something of interest, and the programs go hand in hand with one another. So Bethany, if you don't mind sharing about your program with our audience and letting them know about your major and the opportunities for those students.
Yes, here at ACU we have 4 different tracks for nutrition. I'm the director of the didactic program in dietetics, and that's the track for individuals who want to become registered dietitians. So it's an accredited program by the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, and it prepares you for entering a dietetic internship and a master's degree in order to sit for the RD exam to become a registered dietitian. So that's one track that we have here. There are 3 other tracks for individuals who are interested in nutrition that might not want to become a registered dietitian. Each of those different nutrition tracks have an emphasis. We have one that is nutrition with an emphasis in exercise, one that is a degree with nutrition with an emphasis in community, and the last one is nutrition that has an emphasis in food service management.
Fantastic. And there's a lot of opportunities at ACU for learning with our faculty. I want to point out that our faculty at ACU are very much committed and dedicated to the undergraduate teaching and learning experience. We have great graduate programs. As you just saw, there's that opportunity within the athletic training to pursue that master's level training. But know that our faculty are very much dedicated to teaching and learning. You're going to learn from some of the very best and the brightest. And at ACU, we really want to focus on experiential learning, taking you out of the classroom to learn and have those hands-on opportunities that prepare you for your field of study and really affirm that this is the career path you want to go down. That is such a critical part of our learning. There are 4 ways that we go about experiential learning at ACU broadly, but then I'm going to ask Dr. McCurley and Bethany to really share with us how their department goes about this. So short-term mission opportunities, we believe everyone is being prepared for a mission field as a Christian university. Our goal is to help you realize that this is not just a job that we're preparing you for. We're preparing you for a vocation and a mission field that you're going to go work in. So we want you to have those experiences while you're a student here at ACU. Undergraduate research, that is a great way that we prepare our students, and that is unique to ACU. Many institutions reserve their research to graduate students, and that's not the case at ACU. We want our undergraduate students participating in research, and our faculty have their doors open, inviting students in to those research experience. Internships, another great way that we want to pursue with students that opportunity to get out of the classroom and apply what they've learned in the real setting of work. And then in addition to that, studying abroad. We want our students to study abroad. We want them to travel and see other cultures and be a part of other places and spaces. So those are just some of the ways we implement experiential learning. Dr. McCurley, do you mind sharing some of the hands-on opportunities students have uniquely in your department that are really pretty incredible?
Yes, so our students get some hands-on experience early on. Probably the first course that they get hands-on experience is within exercise physiology lab, where they learn to conduct all types of health and fitness assessments on their peers and on other individuals. They go on from there to learn in cardiovascular physiology how to perform an ECG on an individual and how to give a basic interpretation of that. We also provide opportunities for students to work one-on-one with members of the community to develop exercise plans for those individuals. And it's always such a great partnership with those individuals. They are so happy to come in and have our students work with them, but our students are gaining such valuable experience that they're going to carry on with them. Our students also, we've had a lot of undergraduate students that have been involved in some ongoing Parkinson's research that's being done in the department, looking at different exercise therapies on Parkinson's. And so a lot of our students have been involved with both the data collection and some of them have even presented at local and regional conferences, some of those results. Some of our students in sport and recreation management are also going to have the opportunity next summer to be involved in a study abroad program in Leipzig, working with some of the sports teams there. So that's going to be a really great opportunity that we're really looking forward to.
It is remarkable the way we get to take our students abroad to study in their fields in another culture, in a country, in a place. So the 3 sites that ACU operates year-round for study abroad, we have Montevideo, Uruguay, Leipzig, Germany, and then Oxford, England. In Oxford, we just purchased new to ACU, definitely not a new space, a new home there for our students to study in. We've been studying in Oxford for over 40 years. and now we'll have a new property that we own there to send our students. We plan to open that this fall. But as Dr. McCurley said, that ability to take the discipline that you're learning here at Abilene Christian and then go into another culture and country and learn what it looks like in a completely different setting and context is incredibly valuable as you consider pursuing graduate programs and even your post-professional career in the future. Bethany, do you mind talking a little bit about the experiences your students get to have out of the classroom learning that's hands-on?
Sure, that's one thing I love about teaching at ACU is the emphasis on experiential learning. So we do have a new and exciting space for our nutrition students and majors to practice what they learn in our lean. So it's a lab where we have a food service kitchen. So in our food science courses and our food selection and preparation courses, as well as our nutrition education and assessment courses, we'll be using that space to actually put into practice educating people from the community and teaching nutrition classes. So it's a wonderful opportunity to get in there and actually practice what we're learning in the textbooks. Other opportunities in the future is a simulation lab that will have some mannequins that will help us do they're called nutrition-focused physical exams. And so we're putting into practice what we're learning in the class in our medical nutrition therapy courses, as well as there's been mission trips in the past that nutrition majors have gone on. So there's always new opportunities out there for experiential learning, and so it's really exciting.
It is exciting, and I hope you're hearing at the heart of our faculty and who we are as a university is service, is serving those around us, and we start doing that the moment you step foot on this campus. So that is definitely a part of who we are as a university. Some questions have come in around physical therapy, pre-physical therapy, preparing for graduate school. So I'm going to touch a little bit on our body and soul program that does work with our students and going those tracks, but then ask Dr. McCurley to talk a little bit more about that. So we have a program at ACU called Body and Soul. It is a co-curricular out-of-the-classroom experience that allows students to be a part of shadowing of doctors, men and women of faith in our community working and getting to see firsthand what their work looks like, which is a really great way to discern, do you really want to go that road? It's a long road going on to professional and medical school. Those opportunities are exceptional, but they are challenging, and we want you to be ensured that that is the path you want to take. And I do know, and I know Dr. McCurley will share more, that our pre-physical therapy students do quite well. I know two close students that I knew very well. They just graduated with their DPT program from a DPT program here in Texas, and were employed immediately, had lots of different job opportunities. So Dr. McCurley, if you don't mind talking about our preparation for graduate school and the success rate that our students have getting into those programs.
Okay. Sure. I think that is one of the strengths of being a pre-physical therapy or pre-occupational therapy student at ACU, is because you get some one-on-one guidance from a faculty mentor. So you'll have an academic advisor when you come to ACU, but you'll also be assigned a faculty mentor, and that faculty mentor is going to be someone that you meet with on a semester by semester basis that can help you to prepare for graduate school, because it is rigorous, it is competitive to get into those graduate programs. But our students, our physical therapy students, last year 100% of the students that applied to PT schools got in. That is absolutely unheard of. This year, about 85% of both our pre-occupational and pre-physical therapy students that applied got into their programs, and many of those were accepted into numerous programs. I'll also tell you a little bit about a kind of a new initiative that the advisors in the kinesiology department are working with other advisors of other health profession programs on ACU's campus to provide a seminar class for our juniors that are getting ready to apply to graduate school. And that course, it goes over personal statements, how to navigate through the application system, how to interview. We provide mock interviews for those students. So we are doing everything that we can to make sure that our applicants stand head and shoulders above applicants from other schools.
No, it's outstanding. We're always proud of our students and the programs they get accepted into and where they go on. Bethany, do you mind talking a little bit more about the internship placement process, how you get your students in the door for internships and graduate school programs as well?
Yeah, so in order to become a registered dietitian, after undergraduate, they have to do a dietetic internship. And one thing that's exciting about our program is that we have a 100% match rate for a dietetic internship in at least the past 5 years. So that's really exciting news because nationally there's about a 60% match rate for a dietetic internship. So they're quite competitive, and ACU has a very good reputation on getting matches. So that's one thing that I'm proud of for our school. And another thing that I really love about our department and our nutrition department that helps make those matches is I feel like having a small program and really getting to know our students is really helpful. So we get to see their strengths and weaknesses, and we're able to really help guide them, and it's something I really enjoy about our program. Also in our community, we have a lot of partnerships with different dietitians who work in different areas, and so getting that hands-on experience also gives them great exposure and makes them better applicants whenever they are applying for dietetic internships.
That is excellent. Do you mind sharing a little bit more about what being matched means for a program in a department? I think that is incredible, the 100% match rate. And what I'm always impressed by is the places all over the place where our students are matched to. So do you mind expounding upon that a little bit more?
Yeah, it's a complicated process for some who are not used to that terminology. So with the match process, basically those who are applying to a dietetic internship, applicants will rate their dietetic internships, and then those programs will also rate the students. And so a third-party system makes the match. And so whenever I say match, that's kind of what it's referring to. So it's similar to other professional programs that have a match system. So it's a postgraduate clinical hours as well as other hours that a person wanting to become a registered dietitian needs to complete. A lot of times those dietetic internships are housed within an academic program, such as ACU has a Master's of Science in Nutrition, and they also have a dietetic internship that's combined. So whenever I'm referring to match, that's kind of what I'm talking about. It's lingo within the dietetics realm, but it's exciting to report.
No, it is. It's very exciting. We're very proud of our students and their match rates and where they're placed all over the country for that experience, which is really important. Dr. McCurley, do you mind talking to us about the classroom experience and what you love teaching about ACU, why you love teaching here, but also what students can expect in the classroom from their faculty?
Okay, yes, it's another one of the things that makes ACU so special is that it feels more like family or more like community. Your professors are going to know you. You are going to know the other students. You're going to know your professors well. It is not unusual for professors to invite students into their homes. It is also very common for professors to begin their class sessions with a devotional. Which also helps to build that community and build that family environment. But one thing that I will say, I've taught at some other institutions, and the quality of students that are at ACU is just awesome. I love getting to know these students. They come from various backgrounds, but they are all here, I think, with the same goal in mind of spiritual growth along with academic growth.
We are excited for you students to join us on campus, and I know some of you are asking about applying to ACU and want you to know that the application to the university will open up for those of you that are currently rising as seniors. You just finished up that junior year. It's going to open up July the 1st. Want to make sure you know about that today. It's an online application. We hope you will apply and send us your information. This year we are test optional. If you've not been able to complete that ACT, SAT, or even the CLT, the classical learning test, you can go ahead and submit your application, test optional if you would like. We will want your high school transcript to be considered. You will be considered for scholarships, even if you do apply test optional. However, if you are interested in the Honors College or the most prestigious scholarship, our Presidential Scholarship, you will want to send us a test score. So you can go ahead and apply July 1st. We'll hold on to that application till we get your test score maybe in early fall. So I want to make sure you know about that. today. Also at ACU, within our Kinesiology and Nutrition department, they have a pretty remarkable facility that serves every student on campus, and you can't really say that about many of the other academic programs, that they truly are serving all of our students. So Bethany, do you mind talking a little bit about your perspective of the Recreation and Wellness Center that our students get to enjoy from your perspective? Then I'll have Dr. McCurley kind of share her thoughts too, because she's the Human Performance Lab as well.
Yeah, the Recreation and Wellness Center, I love being able to teach courses over there. It's such a beautiful building, and I hope that all of you watching get to come and view the building. It's, like I said, that's where our lean lab will be for our nutrition majors, where we'll have food science and other courses in there. So I think it's just a wonderful space for our majors in general.
It is, and our students have the access to it, as I'd said, across campus. They have access to a lap pool, a fun pool, I call it. I don't think that's probably the right word, but it has a little volleyball net and a little lazy river in it, which is very fun. 2 basketball courts, great facilities, an indoor track, workout classes. It's great. It's just a very fun space. So Dr. McCurley, do you mind talking about the lab too that's over there for our students to use?
Sure, we have a human performance lab, and most of our labs for exercise physiology, cardiovascular physiology are held there. We have quite a bit of state-of-the-art equipment in there that students not only get to observe and watch being used, but they are trusted to actually use that equipment, whereas most other institutions would not allow undergraduates to be a part of that in such a hands-on way. So we have a DEXA machine, which actually looks at bone mineral density as well as body composition. We are able to use indirect calorimetry to assess cardiovascular fitness, and our students walk away from their undergraduate degree able to conduct some of those complicated assessments. So they're going to get a lot of hands-on application that's going to serve them well in their future careers. We also, the Human Performance Lab also offers assessments to faculty, staff, and students, and even members of the community. So if you're interested in knowing what your body composition is, if you're interested in knowing your cardiovascular fitness, then those things you can come as a student, and most of them are a minimal fee, if at all, and you can have those assessments performed by some of our undergraduate students.
That is fantastic. The hands-on opportunities, I think, are huge. One last question for you, Dr. McCurley, about athletic training. A student has come in about when do the athletic training program, when do they start actually working with players in our teams?
Ooh, I would say that they probably will get to some of that their first semester. So if they've declared that that's the route they're going to go, I would think that they would get at least some during that first year.
Mm-hmm. No, great. As you can tell, our goal is to provide you hands-on training. That is going to equip you best and prepare you for that future, that lifelong pursuit of learning, and also working in a field and area that we hope and know that you will love. We are so thankful for you being with us here in this virtual space, but more than anything, we want to invite you to campus. Please come visit us. We want you to see the lab spaces. We want you to meet our faculty. We want you to meet our students. So much of this college decision is wrapped up in, is the program a right fit? And we hope that you will take the time to come visit us and learn more about ACU and about the Department of Kinesiology and Nutrition. But thank you for being with us today, and we hope you have a great week.